Alaska Anchorage defeating Northwest Nazarene 64-63 here in the semifinals of the 2024 GNAC Men's Basketball Championships. Coach, this one came down to the wire. What a battle here all night. What are your immediate takeaways from this one?
My immediate is just reflecting back on this same situation last night when we were talking. That you asked about Nazarene and said it was going to be a back and forth physical battle, but that I was confident in our group because they're very resilient. And we were not executing very well offensively or defensively in the first half, but we were able to keep the game ugly a little bit and survive and multiple people on the team at halftime said, "Hey, we're right there. We've faced worse over the last 3 weeks, and so we've just got to stick with it." And that's what they did. Part of our first half offensive struggles came because the guy on the right here, was sitting with 2 fouls, and so when you take a fifth-year experienced guy out of your lineup, and I think he's second on our team in assists. So I mean, he's not just a post player; he's a facilitator, and so we struggled, but we found a way to stick in it, and then we got better offensively, and our defense took over in the second half, and we held them to 32% shooting, and we were ahead on. We lost the boards, but we were ahead most of the game, until the very end there, and so it was basically even, and we won the turnover battle. Those are the things that we talk about, and once again, just proud of their resilience.
First team all GNAC selection, Tyson Gilbert. You led the team tonight with 14 points. Heard you talking before we started recording here. This is indicative of who you guys are as a team, your ability to win these games. Speak on that a little bit. Coming into this tournament as a number 6 seed, a couple of upsets, now you're in the championship game. How is this type of game, finding a way to win, indicative of this team?
I mean, as you could tell, just with our past 7 or 8 games, they've all been tight games, and it just speaks to, like Coach has said, our resilience as a group and just our togetherness. 1 through 12 out here, we have the utmost confidence in them having a big night, and even when somebody is struggling a little bit, we never lose confidence in that guy. So just staying together, we got a really connected group, and it's just fun playing with these guys and battling every single day.
Sawyer Storms, also an all-conference selection this year, 12 points, made 4 3-pointers to get those. Sawyer, take me to the 2-minute mark there in the second half. You guys needed a little separation, and then you knocked down back-to-back 3-pointers, and you had that big block to follow that up. Take me through that little stretch of your play. What was going through your mind knowing that your team needed a boost right there?
I mean, I think in my head I'd hit one earlier in the half, and I think I just needed to see one fall because the first half I was on the bench most of the game, and I saw one fall, and I mean, my teammates and my coaches they just give me all the confidence in the world. They trusted me to take those shots, and my teammates, they were finding me. I mean, last night it wasn't me. I mean, every other night can be someone different on our team. That's kind of the beauty of our team is, tonight it happened to be, me and Tyson. Last night, it was Dathan and Ronnie having big games for us, and so, luckily I was hitting tonight, and teammates were finding me, and everyone had confidence, so.
Follow-up question for you. I'm sure as a team you guys always have believed this season you could reach the GNAC championship game. Now you proved that you were able to do that. Talk about that belief you guys have had just throughout the season, and what has motivated you guys to get to this point?
Well, I think a lot of our resiliency that's come this year, it's come from, we have a solid core group from last year, and we have a good group that came in that has that same belief. And we had these games a lot last year that we weren't able to pull out, and I think that experience from last year's helped us get in these games last year and be able to pull them out. And I think it started early in the season. We were able to upset St. Martin's when they were number 1. I think that kind of sparked a belief in us that, we could beat anybody. And so, like Tyson said, and Coach has been preaching it the last couple weeks. This last probably 6 weeks, 2 months, there hasn't been a game that we've been very comfortable other than maybe Western Oregon. And so we don't ever think we're out of a game. Doesn't matter what the score is. We all have that belief that no matter what the score is, that we can win that game.
Tyson, from a maturity standpoint, talk about this team in the sense that, and then you started this game on an 8-0 run. Talk about the maturity of knowing it's a long game, even if you get down by 8 or 10, I think was one of their biggest leads. How do you, as a leader, continue to motivate the team that you guys, it's a long game and you can finish strong?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about this team is there's no need to really just motivate each individual. Like, you can see on everybody's face that they're just ready to go and motivated, and that just speaks to the type of guys we have on this roster. Everybody is hungry and ready to compete. So, we don't like seeing those deficits early, but we've been in those situations and we're battle tested. So we just stay headstrong and just keep pushing through it.
Coach, you're getting ready to watch Montana State Billings take on Central Washington. You'll obviously play the winner. It's the fourth time you've taken Alaska Anchorage to the title game in this tournament. Your thoughts as you get ready to watch this game and prepare the team for tomorrow?
My first thought is I'd like to be sitting back at this table tomorrow night. We'll do what we've done all year. We'll prepare. We'll get some rest tonight. The good thing about the GNAC tournament as opposed to the regional is you have a lot of experience with the teams you're playing. The bad thing is they have a lot of experience with you also. The preparation isn't quite as extensive. It's just kind of cleaning up. We'll watch tonight, see if they're doing anything different. I don't think a lot of teams are doing a lot of things different these days. We're looking forward to the challenge either way. We know, we're either going to get the regular season winner, or we're going to get a team where we're going to have to play on their home floor. Where I'm not sure if they've lost. I think they lost one game this year. Yeah, but this group has been built for this from the very beginning. We talked from the very beginning. You've got to know yourself, and we knew we weren't the most talented team, but if we could be the most connected team and the toughest team mentally, that we could be a sum greater than our parts. It started, sent those guys the pictures today. Started back first week of September. We do a mentally tough run. It's a 6 mile uphill run with about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. And when we get to the top, even in September, there's a little bit of snow on the ground. And so these guys have been through a lot tougher things than being down 6 or 8. And so, one of the things about that is we got excited because none of them complained. Nobody likes it. Heck, I don't even like driving the van up to the top. But I think they're so connected and they're so bought in. I just think they believed, that, hey, there might be something to this, where some people will just question it. And that's the special part about this group. They're connected, they love each other, they'll do anything for each other. A little anecdote today, we're driving back from it wasn't my van, it was Coach Orton's, driving back from the women's game, and they see an accident on the road. And first thing Jerron Williams says, hey, should we stop and help? That's what these guys are. They're guys who care about each other, and no matter what happens tomorrow night, whether we win the auto bid or if we don't get in next week with an at-large, these guys are going to be connected for the rest of their lives, and that's the most important thing.